be a very odd gift to give. If you're meeting up with your friend says, hey, can we meet up at 6:30? You might say, like, I'll see if I can pencil you in, like, as a joke, you know?
As a joke.
Like, you'll see if you have room on your calendar, you know? It's like just kind of a way to be silly with your friends.
Okay. Morning everyone, welcome back to IELTS TRANG BEC. Today I'm very happy to be with my friend
Dan. I'm from Colorado in the United States, and I actually don't have a job right now. I used to work in software, and I'm going back to school to become a therapist.
Yeah, so you will be a future therapist.
A future therapist.
That's a very huge mission to help people.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully help people. We'll see.
Right. So today we will have you guys to answer some of the latest questions in IELTS Speaking Part 1. It could be very simple questions. We're going to see how native speakers really understand those simple questions in a very nice and natural way. And hopefully you can learn a lot from that. Right, so let's
get cracking.
Okay. So let's talk about pen and pencil. So Dan, do you usually use a pen or pencil?
I usually use a keyboard, but if I am writing in my journal, which is basically the only time that I write with my hands, I will probably use a pen.
Right. And which do you use more often, pen or pencil?
Pen. That's it. No, I mean, I barely use writing utensils, so if I do, I will use a pen. I don't think I've used a pencil in years.
Right. And when was the last time you bought a pen or pencil? A pencil.
I probably bought a pen shortly before coming to Vietnam, so like 6 weeks ago.
Oh wow. For what?
For writing in my journal.
For writing your journal. What is your journal about?
It's just like a recording of my thoughts. So whenever I feel like I need to process something, I will open my journal and write it down. Just kind of a place for me to, you know, put elsewhere whatever's going in my brain, and it allows me to like process it more effectively.
Yeah, sounds nice. And what do you think if someone sends you a pen or a pencil as a gift?
I think if someone were to send me a very nice pen as a gift, I would think of it as a lovely gift. I think otherwise it would be a very odd gift to give.
Why do you think that it's an odd gift?
Because there's not a lot of utility for pencils and pens these days, since we're mostly using computers. Or at least for me, I don't know. Personally, I don't like. If someone bought me a pencil, I would think that they probably don't know me very well, because I don't ever use a pencil. So I would think that it probably reflects more on like their misunderstanding of who I am and what my habits are than anything else.
Wow. But you know, like there are a lot of fancy pens, like Le Blancs, you know, like very fancy thing. Yeah. And also like, I think that for the managerial position, like as a boss, you have to sign a lot of contract, and then you need to have a very fancy pen. Then that would be the meaningful gift for them, right?
Yes, that's fair. Yes, there's definitely contexts in which a very nice pen would be a nice gift. I would love a nice pen, to be clear. I'm not saying that I wouldn't enjoy a pen. I just think, like, if someone just gave me a pencil, I would be very confused why that was a gift.
Thanks, Dan, so much for your really lovely answer. And you guys see, this is how the native speakers will speak. And so when you speak, try not to overthink. Just simply put your thoughts into, and use some phrase verb, like you say jot down, right? Did you say jot down? Jot down means like write it down.
Yeah, write down like quickly. Like jot down would be like, you know, you're not gonna spend a lot of time on it. You're just gonna put it down quickly.
But also, you reminds me of the very nice phrase verb. They say pencil somebody in. So let's say I will pencil you in.
Yeah.
Is this too formal or formal, you think?
I think it's mostly used, or at least I normally hear it used in a sort of ironic sense. So like, you know, if you're meeting up with your friend says, hey, can we meet up at 6:30? You might say like, I'll see if I can pencil you in, like as a joke, you know?
As a joke.
Like rarely used
So most
formally.
of the time it's like formally, but I can like say in a very funny way or like
like implying that you're very busy and that like you'll see if you have room on your calendar. It's like just kind of a way to be silly with your friends.
Okay, thanks Dan so much for your lovely time. We appreciate that. So guys, stay tuned for other meaningful episodes for a lot of good topics coming along. Leave a comment below about your own answer, and together we'll help you to nail your IELTS speaking test. So bye for now.
Bye bye.
Like we live in abundance, you know what I mean? And why we have everything now and we have a lot of food, we don't have to worry about hunger or famine. Why do people still feel unhappy, you think?
Wow. Because the short answer and my personal take is that at least in Western society, we have structured a way of life in which people isolate themselves from each other and use work as a way to justify making money, which they then use to pay people to do things for them, when in actuality people survived for most of our existence by living in community and relying on each other for favors and building communal trust. So we live in homes by ourselves with our partner and our kids and our pets or whatever, but we don't rely on each other, and as a result we're isolated. But if we're lucky, we have like a partner and kids or pets or whatever, right? Like a lot of people live by themselves. As a result we're isolated, and we feel that we don't have a lot of purpose or meaning in our lives, and that is, I mean, I think the point there is that like having things, even basic things like food and shelter and in these things that we...
You live now is on Ba Chiu area, right?
Yeah, I mean there is like Wan Kim, and obviously then after that I guess you would have to travel, outside of Hanoi, or at least on the outskirts, right? Because then it's...
But you have the beautiful views of the lake, Wan Kim
yeah,
Lake.
that's what I mean. Wan Kim is fine, the beautiful
Like
view of the lake,
views,
and that. But after that,
Like
maybe Westlake as well.
Westlake,
from different angles. What is nice in Hanoi is the sun setting. If you're in a
now
rooftop.
sunset in Saigon is better. Believe me, sunset in Saigon is gorgeous. But
But if you catch it here, like in a coffee shop or somewhere like that, then the view is nice. Take some nice pictures or videos or whatever.
And take a sip of the coffee.
I'm just waiting for it to...
No, I say take a sip of the coffee when you enjoy sunset. That's what I mean. Yeah.